10 safest dividend stocks to earn throughout a recession. That's what you're going to learn by the end of this video. Let's get right into it.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky.
Imagine the stock market is completely crashing. Everybody is scared. They are running. It's a recession, but you are in your bed sleep. You are happy because you are invested in the top dividend blue chip stocks in the world. Bienvenidos, Hainquela. Welcome, beautiful people. I'm Lando, Success, your favorite motivational teacher. The goal is whenever you come to my page to leave knowing something that you didn't know before you came here. So before I get started, I have to give 2 shout outs. So the first shout out is to the person that wrote this article, Dividend Sensei. Thank you for writing this article. I'm going to leave the link in the bio where you guys can actually check it out. And second, to SeekingAlpha. SeekingAlpha is a platform when you want to see the top stocks, you want to know exactly what's going on, and you want to see articles written by the best people that actually know what they're talking about. And if you want to look at certain companies to see if it's a good buy, should you hold, should you sell, all you have to do is get SeekingAlpha. You can click the link in the bio or ping to the top of the comments to sign up and learn more about it. So in this video, we're going to talk about 10 dividend stocks that are safe during a recession. I'm going to cover those 10 very quick, just showing you their beginning price and what the price at now, plus what's their current dividend. Plus we're going to skim through this article a little bit. So let's get right into it. So here go the article, the 10 safest dividend blue chip stocks to own during a recession. So he started off by saying 2022 have been a rough year for investors who have been battered by numerous risk factors, some foreseen and some not. We've first seen the highest inflation in 40 years. Rising interest rates is going crazy. The most hawkish Fed in 4 decades. Slowly economic and earning growth. The Russian invasion in Ukraine and China. Rolling lockdowns that simply added to those risks that we know were likely to result in higher market volatility this year. The volatility we expected has arrived, and now we have a rising recession risk as well, courtesy of soaring energy prices. Wells Fargo CEO expect a recession this year. 75% of Fortune 500 CEOs expect a recession in 2022 or 2023. Imagine how bad everything is this year. Just think if it can roll over to next year. The president of the World Bank expect a global recession in 2023. And basically, it just sums up things are going bad and it's really not getting any better. Recessions are inevitable, created by the same cycle of fear and greed that drive the stock market cycles. Excess investments into things like inventory during boom times leads to write-downs when demand shifts and companies' margins get squeezed. But what does this mean for income investors in a year or two? The good news is that the world's safest dividend stocks, even the most severe recessions, isn't likely to lead to dividend cuts. And you know, I did some videos about dividend aristocrats before. So let me show you how to find 10 safest dividend blue chips for next or any recession. This is how he measured it. So you can already see why SeekingAlpha is basically so good. The Dividend King's overall quality score are based on a 253-point model that includes, it's a lot of things from dividend safety, balance sheet strengths, credit ratings, growth consensus estimates, historic cash flow growth rates. It's a lot of things. In fact, it includes over 1,000 fundamentals metrics, including the 12 rating agencies we use to access fundamental risk. Credit and risk management rating make up 41% of the DK safety and quality model. Dividend balance sheets, risk rating make up 82% of the dividend safety and quality model. How do we know our safety and quality model works well? During the worst 2 recessions in 75 years, our safety model 87% of blue chip dividend cuts, the ultimate baptism by fire for any dividend safety model. Here go the 10 safest stocks. You have MasterCard, you have ASM Holding, Visa, Applied Material, Nike, Lowe's, Colgate, Crisco, Novartis, and VF Corp. So let's look at these 10 stocks real quick. So first, let's look at MasterCard at $4 a share in 2006. And you see all the way right now up to $357 with a dividend yield of 0.55 cent. Look at this. That's nothing but growth. Second is ASML. In 1995, there were $2.50. Look at this. Went up to $833. Right now you can get it at a discount for $563. Dividend yield of over 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, raise your hand if you have a Visa card in your wallet right now. In 2008, the share was low as $20, and you see well over $200 with a dividend yield of 0.71%. Next, we have AMAT. In 1984, it was 2 cents. And now it's well over $100 with a dividend yield of 0.84%. Raise your hand if you have a pair of Nikes. Let me know how many pair of Nikes do you have in the comments. In 1984, 17 cents a share, and now Nike is well over $100 with a dividend of 1%. Why is Nike not in your portfolio? Next is Lowe's. Started off at 1984 at 9 cents a share, well over $100, close to $200. And look at this dividend yield, over 2%. That's crazy. And this one I'm kind of mad because I never thought of buying Colgate. Colgate started at $1.50 a share, well over 80 cents. You see that consistent growth. Look at this dividend yield of over 2.3%. We made it to the 90s with Crisco. CSCO started off at 8 cents in 1990, and you see right here $45. And look at this dividend yield, well over 3.37%. So the price is not as high, but the dividend yield is crazy. NVS was at $25 in 1996, and you see over $90. Even with the recessions, all the crazy stuff going, dividend yield is at 3.66%. And last but not least is VFC, $1.90, and you see made it to $88, and right now a good discount at $50 a share, and you see the dividend yield is close to 4%. That's crazy. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering why you don't have this in your portfolio. And if you do have it in your portfolio, you are doing great. But if not, you can click the link in the bio. Sign up for Moomoo. Shout out to Moomoo and get signed up. Get you 5 free stocks. All you got to do is sign up, throw some money in, get you some free stocks. Let me know in the comments which ones you end up getting. So next he says, why these 10 dividend blue chips in particular? Because they offer as close to perfect dividend safety as exists on Wall Street. How safe? So you see the rating. You can read all of this, the dividend king, the dividend cut risk. So this basically, what's the odds of them cutting their dividends? So that's why I did the video on dividend aristocrats. Effectively a 0 chance of total annual income would fall. Why is that? I'm mad I can't fully see the chart, but you can check it out yourself. So with these, the average dividend growth streak is 26.5 years, meaning these dividends are growing every single year. Some people are watching this is not even 26 years old, and they've been growing dividends for that long. Ben Graham's standard of excellence is 20 plus years, effectively an aristocrat portfolio. The world's most wonderful companies at a fair price. Warren Buffett said it's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. I absolutely love that quote. Today, the S&P 500 is 4% historically overvalued, and these ultra swans are 12% historically undervalued. That's called a clue, people. Analysts expect an average of 32% total return in the next year, and those forecasts are almost entirely justified by fundamentals and valuations. A 1.9% yield might not sound impressive, but keep this in mind. It sounds impressive to me that S&P is at 1.7, NASDAQ yield is at 1%, and Dividend Aristocrat yield is at 2.4%. While you might want to potentially buy these ultra swans today, analysts expect 14% long-term growth from these ultra swans, which matches the 13.8% they expect from the NASDAQ, but with 2 times the much safer yield up front, so you're not putting as much money into it. Now you see why it's so important to be able to learn from the experts, because experts do all of the hard research for us. Historical returns since April 2008. So let's just go to the bottom line and stop playing around. 10 of the safest dividend blue chips for recession can help you sleep well at night, no matter what the economy does. No one knows when a bear market will bottom or if it already has. That depends on inflation, the Federal Reserve approaching to fight it, and whether or not or we experience a recession in the next year or two. This is what I can tell you. All the things that he told you overall, how much money you can make. And this is by Dividend Sensei. I completely appreciate you for doing this great article. My new friends, let me know what y'all thoughts in the comments. Are you bullish on any of these? Do you already own any of these stocks? If not, why you don't own any of these stocks? Do me a favor. All I ask in return is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you are interested in my Patreon, I have the link in the bio. You can sign up for Seeking Alpha and you can get you some free stocks with Moomoo. I'm Lando. Talk to you guys later.
Black boy, you could fly. Black rose, black rose. Black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose.